Yes, God stands ready to loose you and free you of every issue that have you bound. Many of us today have things and people that we need to be separated from. We have burdens that we need lifted off of us. Some of you will always be issue bound because your essence is conjoined or tied to folk that are like viruses in your life. And until you detach yourself from those ungodly things, you'll always find yourself issue bound. But God desires freedom for us today. Am I right about it? God wants you to be free. Look at your neighbor and ask him, are you free today? Yes, God does not want you living under constant pressure. I believe, Pastor, that it is the will of God that we be set free from the loads we carry. Too many believers have been placed under the enemy's anesthetic power, which has numbed our spirits, have captured our minds, attempting to make us believe that we will never get loose. But look at your neighbor hollering for a minute, tell him the devil is a liar. Oh, you ought to say it like you really mean it. Look at somebody that don't mind. Listen, I'm going back to preaching partners like last month. Find you a preaching partner and tell them the devil is a liar. Yes, you can be free today. You don't have to wait until tomorrow. Don't have to wait until next week. Don't have to wait until next month. Don't have to wait until you get yourself together. You can't get yourself together, but bring your issues to Jesus and let Jesus take care of you. The songwriter said, why are you trying to figure it out?
Already worked it out.
I wish I had some preaching partners in the room. The Lord has already worked it out. Can I get a witness today? One of the reasons many Christians don't receive deliverance and walk in victory is because we have the tendency to try and fix our own problems. Yeah, I know we do that. We attempt to solve and rectify our own issues instead of going directly to Jesus and saving ourselves hours of pain and misery. Listen, let me tell this to you. If you could fix your own problem, if you could rectify your own issue, there would have been no need for the cross. Am I right about it?
Right about it.
Listen, if you could take care of things for yourself, Jesus never would have gone to the cross for us.
Amen.
But listen, let me see a show of hands right here. How many of you, like me, are glad that he was hung up for your hang up? Am I talking to somebody? How many of you glad that he was wounded? I ain't got no Bible readers in the house. For my transgression, bruised for my iniquities. Wait a minute, Sister Williams. I bet if the woman from the text was in the building today, I know I have a witness on this. Aren't you glad that his stripes means that you are already healed? Do I have a witness in the house today? Yes, not just of physical issues, but of heart issues. Not just of heart issues, but mental issues. Not just of mental issues, but emotional issues. Not just emotional issues, but of marital issues. Not just of marital issues, but of money issues. Not just money issues, but relationship issues. My brothers and sisters, it doesn't matter what issue we have. I'm glad to know that we have not a high priest. And as much as I'm just about to get happy right here, we have not an high priest which cannot be touched with the feeling of our infirmity. But Paul says there in that 4th chapter of Hebrews that he was tempted like as we are, yet without sin. And even with your issues, let us come boldly. You don't have to be embarrassed. You don't have to be ashamed. Let us come to. Am I right about it?
Right about it.
There's no rejection that you can experience that he does not personally understand. I'm glad that God can relate to my tears. I'm glad he can relate to the moaning in the midnight hour. Yes, when everybody else is sleeping, snoring, and getting their sleep on, when I have an issue and I can't sleep at night, I can tell Jesus about it. Well, the old saints used to say, just have a little talk with Jesus. Oh, I don't have nobody in here that know anything about that. Tell them all about your
trouble.
I told y'all are going to have to help me preach this thing today. Yes, God understands there's no heartbreak that you can feel that he hasn't already met.
Come on, preach up.
But everything that he went through prior to and during Calvary was so that you and I would not have to live with the sting of life's issues. My brothers and sisters, we have to bring our issues to Jesus. Many of the people that we look to for help, those that we tell our troubles to, thinking that they're going to have some easy Duncan Hines mix and stir baked solution for you. Many times they are worse off than you are. Some of the very folk that we're trying to get help from are in a much worse situation than you. That's why you got to take your troubles to Jesus. Not to Ann and Sue and John. Not on the telephone. Instead of going to the phone, try going to the throne. Can I get a witness in the house? Those that are issue bound and need healing, trying to get healing and the issues solved from people that are in a much worse dilemma than you. You got to understand that healing can never come to a desperate person rummaging through other people's lives. One of the first things that a hurting person needs to do is break the habit of using other people as a narcotic. To numb the dull, aching pain of an inner void. Listen, there's nobody that can fix your heart but Jesus. I don't care how many men you introduce yourself to. I don't care what woman you come across. Nobody can fix your problem but Jesus. Look at somebody and tell them only Jesus can do it. Come on, say it like you believe it. Only Jesus